This sounds like you're having fun.
GG! What's up, everyone? This is Arnaldo, a.k.a. Mad Dog, and this, of course, is going to be the real episode 62 of the Mouthful podcast.
Real
Wait,
62.
what?
52
We're already
or
60 now?
62. Yes, we're 62.
We're 62?
62.
Jeez.
Oh, God.
I know. You didn't think this, huh? That voice you hear next to me, of course, is Mr. Dream Twister himself, David Santos.
Can we get a fact checking here? I want to make sure that we're actually at 62. I feel like we should be 52.
52?
No,
we hit a year a while ago.
Is that right?
Yes.
Man, how long haven't been out?
I don't know.
I don't know. Do
So
you
what
just
happens
come
when
in
you-
sleeping or something?
I guess so.
That's what happens when you work too much. The other voice, of course, is our very own Shadow 24/7, Krista
It's
Montanez.
sad because I'm young and I still feel like, what number is this? I'm on the same boat as you two.
Yeah.
Trust me. I fact-checked this
I'm getting old.
at least 3 times before I start recording.
That's what you give it the real approval.
real, yes.
The real approval.
Because I just need to make sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are
He probably
enjoying...
has them on his stuff.
Yes, I do. I have it listed on my thing. I cross off every number as I go through.
Wow.
Already used that one. Okay. New beer for us today. It's called the Lemongrass Luau from Kona. And it's got a little ginger, a little lemongrass.
They give me you guys are drinking them on your what do you call these things?
We'll call it a chalice.
Yeah, the chalices. I get a tiny like Fisher Price sippy cup. That is even. I can't. Listen to this. If I wanted
To do a cheers.
if I wanted to do cheers, it's just plastic. They don't trust me with glassware here.
No, you could have picked the metal one that he had.
To be fair,
Not after the last accident.
you like that cup.
I do like this cup.
It's break proof.
Look, I know you guys can see this. So it looks like a crystal. Like a crystal vase,
Somebody take
but
a
it's
picture of
completely
that.
plastic,
Someone
and
take a
you can
picture.
bend it. It's so amazing. It's like
It's meant to look like a glass, but
Exactly.
it's really made of plastic.
Yeah,
and I think I tripped you out that first time, too.
you can barely tell that it's plastic.
It's for fidgety people like me. Speaking of fidgety,
Oh, my God.
Please no.
Oh, boy.
so
Did you take a picture of it?
I'm about to.
they gave
holding it up.
us at work ceremonial fidget spinners, farmer ceremonial fidget spinners. You know, kind of
It's
like
all in the rage now.
plasticky things, and I gotta say, those things are very entertaining.
The fidget spinners?
Yeah, I'm almost ashamed to admit, I went on Amazon. I did some research actually, and I went on Amazon to look for some decent, low priced. Oh, you're recording it?
Oh, that was a record, my friend.
Awesome. So, something like, I didn't want to pay more than $10 for it. So I spent $9.99 on a kind of a good, cool looking spinner. I'm getting it on Sunday. I'm going to post pictures of me enjoying my time with my spinner and hopefully
You want to
getting
know what
others
my
to join
fidget
us.
spinner is?
What?
A controller.
A controller? Yeah.
Also-
love it. I love it.
Also therapy putty. Because those things are awesome.
The what?
The therapy putty, like slime stuff. Well, it's not really slime. It's actually therapy putty.
Oh,
like it goes
like-
from soft to firm.
Oh wow! Like
that stuff you crush
putty,
to
like
make it-
yeah, like
It's like silly putty, but it comes
Like
from
silly
soft
putty,
to
yes.
firm, and they're so awesome.
really. Is that the thing now
I
that we
guess
just need?
so.
We just need to be
So
to keep our
basically-
hands busy.
No.
We're behind with the times because we're talking about fidget spinners and they've moved on to silly putty.
Yes,
No,
exactly.
this has been using in metal field for a while now.
I saw metal rods. Like I don't know if they're meant to. They look like weights, but I guess I don't know what you're supposed to do with them. This is something I saw as I was researching the spinner website.
Metal rods?
Yeah, it was like rods, and he had like.
Is it like one of those puzzles?
No. It's something that you grab. It's kind of like a weight,
Like a barbell.
Like a barbell, yeah. And I don't know if you're supposed to like play with it. You know how you're supposed to play with it.
Is it a shake weight?
I guess so.
Sir, avoid the shake weight.
No,
Nobody wants to play with a shake weight.
I like that. You know, my fidget spinner is my PS4 controller. Ah, yes.
It will always be that, or the keyboard.
Or the keyboard.
I always love, like, when I'm, like, just sitting there idling, I always love just tapping on my keys. Not actually pressing, but just tapping because the sound.
Do you have a mechanical keyboard?
No,
You
not
should
yet.
totally get a mechanical
I know,
keyboard.
but money.
Yes. Okay, and we're back. It's a gaming podcast, not a spinner podcast.
We
Not a
are
spinner podcast.
hello. We are talking about gaming. It's called Our Game Things.
Yeah.
Our fidget
It's
spinners.
also called the Mouthful, which we are full of it. So.
Just full of, yes, exactly.
That and beer.
All right, we're going right into what are we up to? So we're going to start with Ms. Shadow. 24/7.
This whole I mean, I played a few games, like an hour or so of it. But today before I came here, I was playing episode Prompto on Final Fantasy.
Ooh,
nice.
how's that? I was talking to
DLC.
you about it, right?
Honestly, I enjoy it
Really?
because it feels kind of like Metal Gear at the very beginning, and then after you
Metal Gear?
yeah, and then after that, because spoilers by the way.
Whoa. I haven't tried, though.
No, but you have to understand where the episode comes in. It comes
Oh,
in
okay.
after a part in the game.
I'm playing it. That's
I'm
gonna
not-
be. Yeah, don't give me details.
No, it's just what he's been up to
When he was away.
after that. Yeah,
It's the tone. It looked from the screenshots. It looked like he had a more of a serious tone.
yeah, because you learn
It's Metal Gear.
where he came from.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm
So-
down. Now, can you buy this piecemeal, or do you have to have the season pass for it?
You do not have to. No, it's $5.
$5.
Yes, I'm
Shit,
getting
okay,
that.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after the first segment, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I'm done. No, then it goes into open world afterwards. I'm like,
Whoa.
what? And
Okay.
you're
For $5?
in a snowy area. That's it.
Cool,
I'm not
cool.
saying where. So, and you get to drive a snowmobile, like, and do side quests. I'm like, so I think it's bigger than what I thought it was going to be, because I played episode Gladiolus
Yeah. Was
before,
that one again?
and it took me like at most an hour to beat.
Oh, wow.
So I think this one might be longer.
A little bit.
I say
for
all
that,
the reviews
yeah.
that I've seen on it says that
And-
this is the good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is, and I can't wait till episode Ignis too.
Oh yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, that would be interesting. I like Prompto. I mean, he's
one
kind
of my
he's silly, he's kind of
favorite
dumb,
characters,
and it's funny because they'll be fighting, and they beat whatever they're fighting, and he goes.
I always loved it because after he does, I'm like, the song gets stuck in my head.
yes,
And
he does.
you know
the
how
Final
he always
Fantasy
does the
fanfare.
selfies?
Yes,
You can do that too.
Oh, okay. Manually.
Yes.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Well, in the special moves,
Yeah,
you can do that.
I gotta. I'm back on Final Fantasy. Well, like I'll wait my turn.
What else you been doing?
Yeah, like I said, I've been playing a few games here and there.
Watch overs.
Killing floor occasionally, not
Yeah.
much.
No.
It's getting repetitive. Well, it's always been getting repetitive.
Oh.
It's just
Is it sad that you said watch overs and I'm like, the hell is he talking about? Oh,
Oh,
Overwatch, yeah.
Wah,
bad.
wah.
anytime I play, it's mostly try to do competitive stuff because
Are you diamond? Are
no, I got screwed over this time and I got bumped down to silver. Sadly,
You, oh.
yeah, I'm not used to that because I'm usually in gold or platinum.
Oh, look at you. Look at her.
Showing off
That's,
over here.
of course.
Not
Well,
really.
you gotta flaunt it.
Not really. I played a bit of Paladins.
That's the...
The MOBA Overwatch,
That's
as I
what
would
it
say.
is. That's
Oh.
what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
It's surprisingly like, I guess you can like literally dumb it out there and just like play it for a few rounds. And also I'm tired because I was doing yard work today.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
And I
That'll
did
do
a
it.
lot of stuff.
fair enough.
Yeah, that's all I had done.
Mr. Dreamy Twister. I'm gonna go first. No. Go ahead.
He's like, I'm gonna take the
Hold
spotlight
my
from
beer.
you.
Hold my
I'm gonna
beer
talk.
as I talk. Yes.
Well, that sounded weird.
Did you stub your toe
I
or
have
something?
a rant. Yes, I know it sounded like that. I have a rant.
Oh.
First of all, I should come up and say it. I'm done with Persona.
Go ahead.
You won't hear me talk about
All right.
Persona for a while now because
Other than this,
I've had it. Yeah, other than this, because I've had it with cue the right
You spend
music.
so much on it. You're
I
just like, I'm
spent
done.
literally 100 hours and 59 minutes.
Really?
Time, yes.
Can you get on his level? Because he played 300 in The Witcher.
And well, the thing is, he was enjoying all of the 300 in Witcher. I stopped enjoying this game at probably the 50th hour.
Maybe
Wow.
you should
If I had
be
to
like
get-
that one guy who would play Persona like
Oh,
throughout the year.
One day.
one day every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because for those who don't know, Persona is divided. You play the different days. So this person is actually literally playing a day at a time. So he will play for what?
He's playing an
50
in-game-
minutes, 10 minutes.
well, it depends on the day.
Depending
He's
on
playing
the
an in-game calendar day.
Yeah,
every day.
every day
Yeah.
in real. Yeah. So no, I what I found is that it was getting too repetitive. The story was getting too dumb. Like this game, talk about a game that started with a bang. I mean, this game started with running on all cylinders. It was really interesting. That first, boss fight with Kamoshida was like super, super interesting. I was like, it set the tone. I was thinking that yes, this is what I waited years for. 7, 10 years, whatever, since Persona 4 was released. And I feel like it died after that. It just went into like nonsense. And it's not to say the story of these games are normally sensical. I mean, in Persona 4, you were trying to find the killer who killed people by throwing them into TVs. So if that makes sense to
That
you,
kinda
then
reminds me a
welcome
bit
to
of
the Crazy
Digimon.
Club. But this one, it's just, I mean, it was just getting too dumb and too too childish almost. Like it doesn't earn its M rating. I don't feel like it earned
It has an M rating. I didn't even notice
yeah,
that. Oh,
yeah. It was.
okay.
It's rated. I mean,
Well,
well,
I guess
Ryuji's
'cause they,
constantly cursing and stuff.
I think because of the monsters.
Yeah, some of the monsters
Mostly.
have a little bit of
Scandals.
nudity,
Little scandalous, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've been running on fumes on that game the
So
past few weeks.
at that point, at that point, I had a solid 4 hours to myself because my wife was still working. So, and I think I took like an hour, and I was like, no, man, I shouldn't be feeling like that. I shouldn't be feeling. And then, of course, you play more than me. You are clocking what 130 hours almost.
I think about 115 right
And
now. Yeah.
and it's and you're saying that now is it that you're starting to see like it might be like you might be seeing the light at the end
light
of the
at
tunnel,
the end, yeah.
but you don't know.
He's
I'm like,
finally seeing the pearly
no,
white
man.
gates.
There's too many awesome games out there that I should be playing.
And some that are
finishing.
coming in. Don't forget also Crash Bandicoot came out.
I don't like
doesn't care
Crash
about
Bandicoot at all.
Who cares?
Yes,
Fine then. Go get out. But,
No.
but if he wants it.
Yeah, I was asking like, what is the deal with this game?
Platformers.
There's a lot better platformers than Crash Bandicoot, I would think.
But it's Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a classic. I mean, if you weren't into it at the time, you're not gonna be into it now. So
I'll tell you what, I got back into it.
Uh-oh.
Final Fantasy 15.
Oh.
So
I haven't heard about that game in a while.
yes, exactly. So I'm not playing the episode, the special, the DLC just yet. I'm still actually going through the main missions. To the main story, and
Which chapter are you on?
I see. I don't know because I haven't jumped to the next chapter to know. Oh,
You've
I was
mostly
in
been
chapter this.
doing,
I haven't reached
That's what
chapter
I did
13
too.
yet.
Between chapters, I would go do a good handful of quests. And
Well,
then
that's what I'm
go
doing right now. I'm trying to do like low level quests because I need to get used to the fighting on that game again. But the coolest patch was released not too long
I
ago.
know which one you're talking about.
Where they actually they make your car, the regalia, which is the vehicle that you drive, which is on rails, the freaking thing is on rails,
It's
and it makes
so beautiful.
It makes it. The car is beautiful, but you can't really control it. You know, if you go to a destination, you just select it on the menu, and then you have to sit and do nothing for minutes.
No, you can
for
drive.
long
You can
minutes.
drive.
Oh, you could. I mean, yes, but you're still on rails. You can't go anywhere and everywhere.
I don't know.
So now what they did was that they made it so that you can transform the Regalia into a monster truck.
So you can go off road.
So you can do off-roading. So now you have full control of the vehicle. You can take it wherever you want to go. Well, I mean, with some restrictions. But you're no longer tied to, you're no longer on rail. I mean, you could set yourself to autopilot, and it'll still drive you the boring way. But you can actually take shortcuts. You can get out of the street. You can go off-road, and it controls. You remember the Mako from Mass Effect? Mm-hmm. You remember the Mako? Mm-hmm. It controls like that. So it has a button that you press, and it has like a propulsion.
Leaps, yeah, the leap.
It goes and it goes up. Yes, it's really, really rad. It also rates your jumps. Like if you jump from a really high place, it kind of like give you points for that. And I like it because, again, Prompto being silly. Whenever you jump real high, he goes bam, 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 bam as you're going down. It's
really those kids
cool.
are so unsafe every single time.
I gotta say, I mean, this is not by any stretch of the imagination the best Final Fantasy game, but it is one where the characters are very likable. I do enjoy the camaraderie between these guys.
Yeah, the best part about it is them.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah. And that movie, if you watch that movie,
Yes, I saw
is it Heaven's Guard? Heavens? No, that's
Kingsglaive.
Kingsglaive.
Yeah.
Yes, it's really awesome. I really enjoy it. So I'm back at that like full time. I have a report. I did get to play Next Machina, which was a gift from my bro over here. And I meant to actually do the something Valley. I forgot now. The one that said gifted me. For my birthday.
Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley. Yeah, I meant to do that one, but I'm hesitant to start that one just yet because
that
I don't want to get hooked and then suddenly the
world takes over.
It's
I want to play that in my
simulator.
time.
You can do it whenever.
Well, the thing is, I intended to, but then I started playing Next Machina, and I got hooked. That game is a housemark game at its finest. If you like, what was his previous title? Resogun.
Or
Yeah,
Alienation,
exactly.
yeah.
Alienation also. Dude, be ready to have your gores be blown on this thing because it is hectic. I mean, hectic in a good way because it controls very easily. It's one of those games that make you go into like Zen mode, and you feel like you're in Zen mode. It's really good. The only thing that I really wish he had was two-player co-op online.
Okay.
Yeah, because he has it. He has it co-op, couch co-op. But if he had online, man, and Jesus, that game is so good. So yeah, and it's not. I mean, it's not punishing. It's hard, but it's not punishingly hard unless you select the higher levels. And also your options for gun. You always have the same gun, which I was kind of disappointed. You have your regular gun, and then you have a special gun that you can change, which is really cool. I wish I could change my regular gun also, but I mean that's a small thing, nitpicking. Yeah. That game is $20 on PSN. Highly encourage you to get it. It's great. It's really great. What else I've been doing? I didn't watch any movies that I can recall right now, but I have been reading Catalyst. I think I mentioned it.
Did you finish it?
No. I'm in the middle of it. This is actually a really good let me tell the whole name. It's actually Star Wars Catalyst. I
was wondering if it was a Star Wars.
Yeah. Star Wars Catalyst, a Rogue One novel by James Luceno. James Luceno is a very good author of Star Wars novels. I like his style because he understands the intricacies of the technology of science fiction, you know. There's always he explains things well enough, and
he gives it a backstory so that the science makes sense. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
there you go. That's a perfect way of putting it. Yes. So I'm listening to the audiobook actually, read by Jonathan Davis, and it gives a very good backdrop to Rogue One, which is a movie that I enjoyed. I didn't think it was the best Star Wars movie of all times, like some of the people. But
technically, I never said that either.
That's all right. It's your own opinion.
I didn't think it was the second best Star Wars movie, like some people.
That sounds more like me.
But I thought it was a great movie. It's up there, and this gives it like a meaty backdrop, especially if you want to know again, very good at feeling out the event that happened between the movies, as far as so the war ended. What was the Empire doing during that time? What was the Republic doing that time? What happened to Jedi? I mean, we know what happened, but basically, it's good. It's good lore. It's good lore. It's interesting stuff. It doesn't feel like.
Does it
fiction.
go into any of the Knights of Ren type of thing?
No, not yet. Not yet. Because that would be in the future. That would be after the. We're talking. I haven't read a novel that is after.
Oh, that's right. This is Rogue One. I'm thinking.
Yeah, this is Rogue One. So this is
this is before Luke. Okay.
Before Luke, exactly. And Jen Erso, was a baby here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So Anyway, great. If you guys have the opportunity to pick that up, I highly recommend it. Whether you get the book or get it on Audible or whichever. I mean, Audible.
Or whatever.
Yeah. And that's all that I've been doing.
You make me want to read again.
It makes me want to read again. Get the audiobook. When you're driving, you can pop that in, and
there you go.
When
you're driving,
you hear that?
That's when I'm doing, or when I'm doing stuff around the house. That's when I do it for the most part. And done.
Oh, no problem. What I've been up to, I played, I bought, downloaded, played, and finished Wolfenstein.
As you should always do.
As you always do, yes. But pretty quickly, I just got it downloaded and everything. Wolfenstein: The Old Blood, which is...
He finished it before he downloaded.
Yes.
It was already done.
Right.
That's how good he is.
Yes. That's how good I am.
He was able to break through the data and just finish it.
Exactly.
Take note, Bethesda, you're nothing.
You're nothing.
The Old Blood, which is the prequel to the New Order, which is the Wolfenstein awesome game that came out.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was a good game. It was, I guess, more difficult than I remember Wolfenstein being. It was really challenging, but I still enjoyed it. The stupid having to press the square button to pick up an item.
Oh yeah, that was annoying.
Extremely frustrating. And I remember Wolfenstein: The New Order doing it, but here for some reason it just felt like why? I would be in a room. Or I'd be in a stage where nothing but soldiers are running in, and I would try to run through this hallway, and there's stuff on the floor, and I'm just trying to hit the square to pick the stuff up as I'm running through, so that I obviously don't sit there as a target.
Interact button,
and
X.
What ends up happening is I get stuck in the reload.
Explain that because
you know what I mean.
That was the problem. The fact that one button is used for two things.
Exactly. So you're going to pick up an item or reload, and if I'm reloading, I'm doing this so I can quickly do it and then keep shooting because the game is great when when you just play it fast paced. You just go in, shoot, move, and go get some more stuff and go up some other. The areas are really well designed. You usually have multiple levels. You know what I mean. So you're going up top here shooting down to the lower level where the guys are, then you'll run down this stairway to the backside, and you're constantly moving.
Very good level design,
you're constantly moving. But it's the most frustrating thing when I go and I'm run into someone. I'm not trying to reload. They're there. All I'm trying to do is shoot, and I can't because I'm waiting for the stupid animation to finish so that I can shoot. And
developers should quit doing that. We have controllers. We got gamepads that have enough buttons already.
I agree.
Why do they assign? Is Final Fantasy 15 does the same thing?
The
pickup button is the jump button, and sometimes it'll prompt you, okay, pick up. You press the button too soon, it'll jump. And then you look like an idiot when you want to try to open the door of the regalia to get in, and you're like jumping in place like an idiot.
At least though that you're not reloading like that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then obviously these are old weapons, so
They take some
it
time.
takes some time to reload it. You know what I mean? I'm going, and then I'm and I can't run and do it. I'm like having to walk fast and reload. And that is about the only annoying thing about it. But other than that, I enjoy the hell out of it.
Yeah,
So I mean,
because
that
usually
definitely
the interact button would be like X or triangle.
correct. There's
Because
yeah,
we're
something
so
like that.
used
Yeah.
to because when you're running, you can easily just press X.
But here you can jump, so that's why the X is a jump, and you don't want to interact and jump.
Exactly.
So we rather reload and jump. You know what I mean? So it's like I'll rather
It's like,
reload
imagine that
and
happening
pick
in
up.
real life. It's like you just see someone just jump. It's like, wait, I'm trying to pick
I'm
this
trying to
up.
pick this item up.
It's a first person. It's a first person shooter. Don't have a button to pick up. Just walk over it, and if you need it, you'll get it.
You'll get
you
it
know?
exactly. The only I guess the only reason I can see them doing that is that sometimes I don't want to pick something up now. Like I have 90 armor, and I only need 10 to get 100. But what's laying there is a 50 armor, so I'm gonna leave it there because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need it in a little bit. But you accidentally pick it up, and then boom, 50's
Okay,
gone.
well, do it
You know
like
what I mean?
do it like Halo then, where if you want to pick something up, you leave the button pressed as you're walking on it, and then and it grabs it automatically. But if you're not leaving it pressed, then it's just gonna ignore it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good too.
So
Even the
that may be
hold button helps a lot.
So anyway, I paid that, and it's pretty good. I definitely suggest if anybody played it. As far as story goes, obviously it's not going to be as good as the New Order. New Order was amazing.
Yeah.
Story here it's light. It's literally just filling in gaps as to what happened before.
It's a good expansion. I played it
Exactly.
to completion, and I have my fun. Yeah,
I
have my
agree.
feel.
Another game that I played that we've played yesterday, as a matter of fact, Overcooked.
Oh shoot!
We played
I
a little
wasn't here.
couch co-op for Overcooked, and
We were practically like yelling at the TV.
it was.
That's the most fun.
It was a lot of fun, though. I'm not gonna lie, because we're trying to get 3 stars on every. Because you can just pass it with 2 stars. But
What is Overcooked?
So Overcooked is simple. Basically, you play as 2 chefs or multiple
4,
chefs. Yeah,
yeah.
you can play up to 4 chefs. But in this case, when me and her, we're 2 chefs, and the kitchen design is the level design, and so it's designed in a way where it's not easy to get from where the item is that you need to chop to take it to the chopping board, to put it in the pot, which is at the stove over here, then plate it, and then take it to the point where it gets served outside. So, like for an example, one recipe would be 3 tomatoes that need to get chopped up. So I would grab a tomato, take it to the chopping board. She'd grab one, take it to the next one, and then we dump it into the pot. And then whoever grabs the 3rd tomato, you chop. I'll go grab the plate so that we can get ready to serve it and move it out. And then the dishes come back. They come back dirty. So you got to take that to the sink. You got to clean
wash
plates.
it,
Each little item or each little movement will have this little time bar that because it's going to take a couple seconds for you to chop it or for you to wash the dish. And then your orders are constantly coming in.
So you basically have to.
It's like Diner Dash.
Yeah,
kind of.
exactly. Yeah. But it's a lot of fun. The last one that we did was a really interesting one where
Is it the trucks one? The one with the trucks? The
I
food
forgot
trucks?
about the trucks one. Yeah, no, I was thinking of one of the kitchen that kind of
Oh,
moved for whatever reason. Was it earthquake or something like that?
That was
Weird.
aggravating
In the
because
middle of an earthquake.
Yeah, so you're having to serve people. I guess
In
this
the
is
middle of
California because they're used to that shit. So, so basically, like a minute or two into every minute or two, the whole thing would move, and then now where you had access to before, you didn't because the counter moved and now it's blocking.
was
So you
a
have to
different-
walk around the whole thing so you can go this. So we started going, okay, you stay there and I'll stay here, and then there was the earthquake one was the one that
When
the
the,
level would actually move up,
yeah.
because the quake would make.
Yeah, sometimes
and you
I would
can't
fall
access it no
off.
more. Yeah.
and then we would leave the whatever's on the stove, so we're just like, come on, hurry down,
Hurry up, because it's gonna burn.
Because we've had an accident where it burnt before, and we're just like, wait, he's holding the pot. He's like, what do I do?
What do I do
So
with
I
this
went, grabbed the extinguisher, and I started extinguishing, and then he had to wait until the pot stopped burning and became clean again.
Exactly. And then put it back on the stove and keep cooking. And we didn't do well on that level. So you got to really do it perfect. It's just frantic. You don't realize how frantic it is until you start getting into it. Like, shit. What do we need? We need tomatoes. And then you start looking at the orders down the line. Like, okay, we're going to need that. And then we started like lining up vegetables on the counter. So we
So
could
you
just
have to
grab
work
it.
together. You actually literally have
Yes.
to.
Yeah, the
Do it.
hardest one though was when it was just the 2 of us, and then it had like 3 lanes. 2 chopping boards in the middle and then pots on the other lanes with ingredients. So what I figured out how to do is that he would come to one of the chopping boards and I'll pass him ingredients. And then he'll put on his spot. When we go to my side,
I remember that. Yeah.
we'd pass each other ingredients to put in the pot, but the worst part is when you have the ingredients out, you had rats come in.
Oh,
So you have
the
to
rats.
so you have to try and punch them so they don't go away with your food. Because when they,
This game is bananas.
Yes,
it's
really
fun
funny.
though. Because when they leave with the food, you lose coins.
Yes, we didn't know this at first. We're going, why? Because we look like our level's going up, but it kept going down. You're losing if they take food. You're losing, points. It's like son of a bitch. So at this point, we were like, we were protecting. We chop something and we wouldn't leave it sitting down. We just hold on to it, and walk around with it for a little bit. Because if you put it down, that's going to make them come out and try to grab it. It is honestly
Another good part is that we were playing one part where it looked like you're making food outside, and then between both parts of the kitchen, there's a walkway. So, with people walking,
it's like you're doing catering in a street, and you have people just walking in the middle because it's a sidewalk, and you're like, "What the hell? Get out of the way, dude! I'm trying to get." You see somebody here with a plate,
and like halfway through, we were laughing so hard because I ended up getting caught between people, and they started pushing me up.
Instead of just going all the way off to the side. I'm like, "Hello, I need that plate. Bring it back." It was.
Isn't the premise of the game like something like ridiculous? Like you're trying to avoid the apocalypse by
yes. It's some sort of
like that.
Well, it's weird because it starts off with the apocalypse, and now you're trying to serve this huge creature because apparently that will stop him. I guess serve him food. It doesn't work. Something happens and you get warped back into time. They're like, okay, we need to prepare because it's coming. And you know what I mean?
We need to train.
Yeah, so that's what
for
we're
the
doing.
Apocalypse.
We're training now for the food apocalypse.
So hopefully we're trying to get some people together. So 4.
Yes.
Oh, that's it. I'm in.
Yeah.
Because I think it might be easier, but with 4 people. But I honestly, with how chaotic it is, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't,
because
get,
if you get 4
I don't
people,
even care if it's more. It's easier. It gotta be more fun.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Because
I'm sure it is,
with the food truck, because it's literally 2 trucks, but they're like split in half, and then they would move. They would come together, so you guys can move, and then they would move. And he's died a couple times trying to go back.
Yes, but I did it on purpose. I was like, it's okay. I'm going to spawn over here. So I'll just I put what I could put there, and I walked off like, oh well. And I spawned over on the other side.
One thing that upset us the most is that the way you serve is like behind, like at the end of the truck, and we're just like, who's this going to?
Yeah,
it's like you're
we're on
just
a highway. Who are we throwing this food to?
You're throwing food.
It's so weird.
You're
man.
wasting food.
So weird, but it's a really cool little game. I'm glad I got it. That much I can say. But I knew I needed somebody else to play because playing by yourself is not the same.
No, I would not imagine.
Yeah, it's like night and day. If you don't have somebody to play with, you don't even bother.
Oh God, you should have. We didn't really play. You didn't really play the last level yesterday.
No, I had to go back with you guys.
It had a conveyor belt, so I had my brother play with me. And one time he almost put a pan on the conveyor. I'm like, "What are you doing?"
It'll go.
It's going the wrong way. Yeah, you can't have that.
Couch co-op or online?
Couch co-op.
It's couch co-op.
I think.
Okay.
Is it online?
I don't know. I don't think it's online.
You probably don't want to play online.
know what?
This particular game, you don't want to play online.
This one I would prefer a couch co-op.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a
definitely, I
lot
agree.
more fun that way.
100%. So that was Overcooked, and I only saw one movie, which I'll just go real quick through. And the only reason I want to bring it up is because it is the first time I heard in a movie what's supposed to be in the movie the sound of the devil, Satan, and I was just like, "Whoa, that's too scary."
Oh, really? The sound of it?
Yeah, it was because it was supposed to be speaking. And anyway, the movie's called The Witch. And if you haven't heard of it, it basically takes place in like 1600s, something like that, the Puritans and all this. And a family decides to leave this community because they're not pure Christians like we are. We're the real whatever. So they go to do their own things and they build their own house in the forest. And then they get essentially haunted by a witch who happens to reside in the forest as well. And some really creepy stuff. It's not a horror movie in the sense that there's jump scares. It's just one of those really unnerving ones.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, because I don't like the trouble of just jump scares.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think there's a jump scare in the movie.
Okay.
But the whole time I'm going, oh, I just don't like the feeling of this.
This is scary.
Yeah, and so
gory or just scary good.
Not gory. Actually, I don't think there's any real gore either. It's just one of those. It's much more psychological.
I'm putting. Oh, yes. I'm putting it on my list. Okay.
That said, you have to watch this with subtitles. Because they're true to that time, the 1600. They are speaking some serious old English here.
Okay.
Where I'm going, I know this is English, but I can't understand what the hell they're saying. So I had to put the subtitles on. To be fair, though,
Speaketh of the devil.
yeah. It's really, really crazy. But yes.
How does the devil sound though?
I
I
wasn't expecting to hear. I don't want to spoil anything because.
No. I'm putting on my list.
Technically. Even mentioning that you're going to hear his voice is kind of a spoiler.
Okay.
But when it happens, I just didn't know it was going to happen.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect it at all. And then you hear it and you're just like, you feel that like real creepy. I'm like, oh my God.
Okay,
this is
good.
So I wanted.
He's like, I'm gonna feel that tonight.
Oh
Yeah,
man. It's like one of those. I was like, oh
All
man.
What's it called again?
The Witch. It's called
The
The Witch.
Witch.
And this
Okay.
and the Witch on the thing is spelled with double V's. Like it's like a V and space V. So it says The Witch.
Okay, the bitch.
The
as,
bitch.
as you say in old English.
Yes, apparently, yes.
Where is this file?
I think they did it. For
It is on. Where did I see it? Oh, it's on. It's on Prime.
Prime?
It's
Oh,
on Prime.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on Prime.
All right.
It's like they want to avoid copyright.
The
Yeah. The Witch is copyrighted somewhere.
It's a German witch.
or is
no.
it maybe like Count Dracula, which
Possibly. Yeah.
the
So-
witch.
That's all I've been watching though. And we're gonna go right into some news.
Scare me, bro. Don't scare me, bro.
Oh, sorry. Big news item of the week, probably the biggest news item of the week. Technically, I don't think there was anything bigger than this.
One where you can
The-
just throw all your news out.
Super NES Classic Edition.
Oh, yeah.
Was announced.
That thing.
That piece of no.
He doesn't look very. He doesn't
Enthused?
look. He
Yeah.
doesn't sound very interested.
No. I think
The
somebody's
sad
butthurt.
part is
I think
the
somebody's
sad part
butthurt.
is that I am extremely interested, and that's the problem. Because I don't want to. Well, first off,
All right.
Super NES Classic Edition coming September 29th.
Yes.
The box will include 21 games, one of which is a recently unreleased title, Star Fox 2. Never released before.
Never released.
Unless you count all the emulators that are out there.
Yeah.
So it will cost $79.99, which is already $10 more than the NES Classic.
NES,
but it will come with an additional controller, and they did mention that the wires, the biggest complaint of the other one, the wires are so short. They are each 2 feet longer.
Oh, so they're addressing that.
Okay, address that.
Okay, good.
So
I have the list of the games. Yeah,
I
if
do
you
too.
want to go real quick. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
then go real quick.
real
There's
quick,
some good games here.
I think this is probably an awesome, which again makes it another freaking reason why I want it so badly. You know what I mean? But because this is an awesome list, and when you really think about Super NES titles, there are a lot of good ones, and they really picked the cream of the crop.
Well, except with
There's
one
some-
glaring exception here.
Oh, okay,
I mean,
okay.
one glaring omission. I should say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, F-Zero,
Yes, the best Zelda.
Super Metroid. Yes, that is the best seller as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, Super Metroid, Street Fighter 2.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
Super Punch Out, Donkey Kong Country, Mega Man X, Kirby Superstar. I can't read that because that's so small.
Superstar
Dream
Saga?
was it Kirby Superstar? Yeah, Kirby Superstar and Dreams Course also.
Okay. And then, Kirby's Dream Course, Final Fantasy 3.
Yes,
Which is technically Final Fantasy 6.
the best Final Fantasy. Holy shit! I need to get this like now.
Star Fox, and as I mentioned, Star Fox 2 will come with that. Yoshi's Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Legend of the Seven Stars,
Oh,
which is
what?
yes, Contra
This is some
2.
good
Contra
stuff.
3, the Alien Wars.
Is it 2 or 3?
No, that's 3.
3. Okay, Sean
What are you
3.
reading?
Well, it's small. I'm trying to
Oh
see.
no! Here's the list. Oh no! Go ahead.
Secret of Mana, Earthbound.
Yes, I never played Earthbound. I've been meaning. I wanted to play the Earthbound.
And there's 2 that I'm missing, but I can't see because these images are too damn small.
Did you mention which one? Let me see.
This one right here, which I think is
That's
Castlevania.
Castlevania.
Okay.
4.
Do we get the switch that he has to
And then what the heck is
mention
that
the last one?
That one is holy shit.
I can't tell. I can't zoom on it.
Why don't you
I
look
can't-
on yours?
Let me see. I
Ghosts
can't
and
zoom.
Goblins? No, it's not. All right.
Why don't you
Yeah,
look,
look at
look on
yours.
yours?
Well, you mentioned Contra, you mentioned Donkey Kong Country, Earthbound, Final Fantasy, F-Zero, Kirby Superstar.
Did you mention F-Zero?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Secret of Mana.
Yeah, I said that one.
Okay.
Secret of Mana.
Star Fox 2, Super Street Fighter, by the way, is the Turbo Hyper Fighting Edition.
Oh, really? Okay.
What?
So
Good
yes,
stuff.
Castlevania Super. Oh, that's Super Goose and Ghost.
Super
Oh
Ghost
my
and Ghost.
God.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
That's what. Oh, this.
You know what?
This
You
thing
know
is
what?
amazing.
You have to get it now so we can do like streaming it.
We can
Okay,
do
so-
old school versus new
Yes.
school.
So here's the issue that this leads into that I wanted to bring
you
up.
didn't mention one of the bigger ones.
What?
Super
what is-
Metroid.
I did mention that.
You mentioned Super
Did you?
Yeah,
Metroid.
that's
Oh,
the top.
Super
Yeah,
Metroid.
Super Metroid's the.
I think we're
probably
both
one
kind
the
of
best
deaf
one.
here because I don't know if I heard that or not.
Yeah.
That was like was F-Zero and Super Metroid was the first couple that I mentioned.
man.
He
Super
was going at
Metroid
those. They were so
alone.
fast. I'm like, what?
So the issue that I have is the possibility of not being able to get this one again
Yeah.
unless I decide to eBay this shit and pay God knows how much of it.
$300.
Yeah,
for it.
Aren't
So-
they selling it on Amazon or no?
of course, sure they're gonna sell it, but
They'll have 4 available.
They'll have exactly, and they'll be
It's
gone.
Nintendo.
And then you'll go back to Amazon, and
Even
they'll
if
have
you,
more, but they'll be at $700
Yeah,
because
even if you pre-order it,
that's the
it'll
thing.
still-
I don't think they're doing. They didn't do pre-orders for the
No.
NES one.
It was a
They're probably
graphic
not
novel.
going to do it for this one.
They say
again.
they're gonna make more though.
They did say they're going to make more.
Let's hope that they don't cancel it though.
But I was just going to say, September 29th is when it's coming out, and they already said that it's only going to be till the end of the year.
To the end of the year.
So once again,
What?
it's a limited bunch. I'm going to be forced to
Yeah, it's
search
a holiday
everywhere for this
console.
thing.
You know, we're camping out at the nearest like Best Buy or something.
I'm not camping out. That's my thing. I'm not camping out. I'm too old for camping out. I just
Sir,
want the
where's your
console.
gaming spirit? I will camp out. I'll camp out with you.
I have $80 to give you. Take my money and give me the damn console. Stop
That's
with this
the
crap.
issue with Nintendo is that just like the NES,
Then,
it was only
no, it's the
meant-
same thing with the Switch. Switches, we're looking everywhere now for them. The only ones we can find are private sales for $400 freaking dollars. I'm
Yeah,
like,
they're
no,
not.
I'm not
they're
doing
not,
this.
Because aren't they still doing it by sea, shipping them over by sea, or they're starting to do it? I forgot if they.
No, they
What
did
are
it
you
by
talking
air for a little bit, but yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah, so it's taking
The
longer
Switch,
to bring
the Switch.
The
so
Switch.
It's, so
Well,
it's
it's not
taking
just
longer to move
it's not just
units.
that though. They're also unfortunately having to compete with Apple and all this for the screens.
Oh, yeah.
And so there's short supply on it. So because and who knows? I'm sure Apple's throwing money at it. So yeah, we're
course.
going to
Apple's
take
Apple.
first. So so anyway, the point is that I'm interested. This is probably my console of choice when I go back old school. I prefer the Super NES console and library of games over the NES console library games. I do like the NES, but
Yeah.
this one takes the cake.
You know, the
and
worst
these
part,
are
though?
awesome titles.
Correct. And these games are timeless.
Yes.
You can play them forever. They always look and play great.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'm frustrated that this is going to be out here, and the possibility may happen again where I may not get. And I'm not going to camp out. I'm not going to pay 3 times the price for it.
No.
Definitely not.
It's not worth it. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys? Are you
know,
going to get it,
the,
or what are you looking
The
at? doing?
worst part though is on Nintendo is that it's only a holiday item like the NES.
Yeah, no,
That's the
where you
worst
said
part.
it. Yeah.
They bring them out because there's many different little classic like the Atari. I think the Sega. They have a Sega.
Oh yeah, they've been
Yeah.
out for a
The
while.
Sega, like those little classics.
The
are like,
Sega
oh,
one has 80 games.
Yeah.
And you always
Well,
find it. They're
oh, yeah, but I
available.
don't think they're- I don't
every Bed Bath and Beyond, you'll find one
Yeah.
just sitting there.
And that's the thing because those get eaten up by holiday because I know my
No,
older
they
brother
don't.
got one.
I guarantee you. I can go there on Christmas Eve and find 20 of them in the aisle. They don't
Well,
move because they
Mind you,
have so
though,
much supply of them.
Because also last year you had the NES. Nobody wanted that. They wanted the NES.
I know.
So that's their issues that they're only bringing it as a holiday item.
that's- and
if
that's
they're
what
gonna
I'm saying.
if
That's
they're gonna
crap.
do holiday though, I think
I almost
they
kind of want to
shouldn't-
boycott it. Just to say, you know
Just
what?
say,
No,
you know
screw
what?
it.
they
No.
shouldn't.
You'll see it at Walgreens, and if they're available, you'll be like,
I'll just kick
no.
it.
Jesus.
Out of
No,
principle.
I'm just
no.
going to kick it in the aisle.
So
Fuck that shit.
if they just do it holiday, then they should just keep doing it holiday, not just do it one holiday and then stop doing it. Because
Well,
that would work to a degree.
another problem
They don't
was
like money.
they stopped.
Of course not. They don't like money. They love burning it.
According to them, or according to somewhere that I've heard or read somewhere, that basically they have to stop production on the NES so they can start production on the Super NES. So it's like, I don't know. I don't get it.
There's a lot of
That's-
there's a lot of
there's a
fabrics
bit
and
of-
fabrics. There's a lot of factories in China that they could actually Yeah.
Yeah, and they love doing that. So
Yeah,
just
so I don't
just
know
hire
why
them.
that's a poor excuse.
It's just, I mean, it could be again down to money. Nintendo. We can say they don't like to make money. The truth is, they do like to make money, and they do that is by not spending. They don't overspend.
Yeah.
This is why the Switch is cheap to manufacture. This is why every Nintendo console for the longest time has been extremely
And
cheap to manufacture.
I think also why all their merchandise is expensive too.
Exactly, on top of
So
that,
they
and none of
make
their
more
freaking
money.
games ever go down in price.
Yeah, I'm still mad
I'm
about
still
that.
boycotting them. Screw them.
Because it's been a while, and I bet you if you still go and get Super Smash Bros., that will still probably be $60.
yeah.
That's
Maybe. I'm boycotting them because where is ActRaiser in this list?
I'd say where's Chrono Trigger in that list?
Yes.
Yes.
Come on.
Exactly. Or UN Squadron. Well, maybe I'm the only person I like that.
Yeah, I think that's just you.
So if any of us get it, we are definitely doing
If we
something.
We need to get 3. Whoever finds it needs to get 3. It's a guarantee that it's a guarantee that the other person will buy it, right? That should be that should be the pack.
Good luck getting 3. Okay, these
I'm
places.
just saying, I just happen to be a Best Buy.
These
and
places
I
will
see
get
it.
4 of them, and they say no, you can only buy 1. So good luck getting 3.
I know a guy.
Yeah, they always
his name
do
is
that.
Chakra.
I know a guy too. His name is Seth. I want to
Yes.
have like Seth. Keep an eye out for one.
Yes.
I mean, I can always ask Annie.
Yeah, well, we could.
She's gotten some.
She'll stand online.
Yeah.
So yeah, my next item is we're gonna go right into some free games for July. Right, we're in July. We're gonna be in July.
Gonna be in July.
Free games for July. I want to start with the Xbox One games with gold.
Yeah, let's get those out of the way,
Please.
please.
They look
Apparently,
terrible.
okay.
Oh, God.
I agree with you
Ubisoft Grow Up, which I've played and it was good. I don't know. It's up to you guys if you want to, but it was a
I've
good
seen
game. Grow Up.
Yeah, I've seen Grow Up.
Be available all month long. And then, actually, no, I'm sorry. I played Grow Home. This is
Grow
the
Home,
follow-up
Mm.
called Grow Up. Okay, I'm
There
sorry.
you go. You
Yeah,
get to
that's
play
right.
the sequel then.
All right. Well, yeah. There you go. I never played it. So.
You never. Sir, the other day you saw the Xbox One for $150, and you were considering
Yeah,
getting it.
I was.
You never jumped on it. What happened?
Because I'm trying to get a Switch.
I mean,
I can't be getting consoles left and right.
I have one. It's a beautiful gray one.
Yeah, there you go.
A Switch?
Xbox.
Oh,
Xbox.
oh okay.
Beautiful gray.
Fair enough. So that's that one. That was the next one is called Run Bow, which is from 13 AM Games.
Another piece of shovelware. Good job, Xbox.
Yeah,
According
I saw
to-
them.
Good job.
It's like
According to the
little-
press release, it's literally called a well-received multiplayer platformer. They originally debuted on the Wii U in August of 2015.
How much you want to bet they're paid to say that?
I'm sure it's so have fun with those games.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Xbox 360, and of course, because of backwards compatibility, we'll have Kane and Lynch 2, The Dog
Oh
Days.
yes, the best Kate and Lynch. Guys, I don't know. You guys are like rocking it with games over there,
Do
Microsoft.
you hear all that sarcasm? Just eat it all up.
God.
And then finally, they'll get Lego Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's probably like the only
video
good
game.
one.
That's the best one of them. You see, okay. All right, this is the reason Microsoft you're getting ridiculed, because let's listen now to the PSN titles,
You
Please.
please.
Plus
sing
titles.
something when you
Yes.
have a Lego title that's better than the other ones.
That's the best one on your list. PlayStation 4 owners, or I should say PlayStation Plus members, will receive supermassive games Until Dawn.
Until
which
Dawn, dude.
is an amazing game.
Yes.
First of all, I will tell you, if you
A
have not
full
played
retail
this,
game.
yeah, full retail, and it was like a surprise hit game right there.
Yes.
And they will also receive Telltale's games, Game of Thrones, which will be the entire season.
Yeah, another good one for, if you're interested in Game of Thrones.
Correct.
Yeah.
and or just Telltale.
Oh, Telltale, yeah.
You also be able to download Infinite State Games Don't Die, Mr. Robot. This will be on PS4 and cross buy with PlayStation Vita. And finally, there's I Illusions Element 4, also for the Vita. PlayStation 3 owners will have we'll have Tokyo Jungle, which is a very good game. I played that game. And then Darkstalkers, The Resurrection from Iron Galaxy Studios.
Darkstalker game also, which is exactly we're getting PlayStation 4 gets like full release, awesome games titles. Xbox is receiving shovelware crap.
Do you remember when Battlefield 1 was coming out and the trailer you had one guy being another guy?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can see right now. Between Microsoft and Sony.
Yep. Between the offerings in July. It's not. I love my Xbox, which I don't own anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have it anymore.
I'm waiting for the Xbox One X, which I'm gonna be day one for me. That said, you're gonna have to step up your fucking game, Microsoft. I mean, seriously, what the hell is it? That's an insult package, is what I'm calling it.
Yeah, because June was Watch Dogs, Speedrunner, and
exactly.
Backwards Compatibility.
It's a full retail game. So,
let's get that's 6
from
out of
2
10.
years ago.
6 out of 10.
All I wanted was the Dragon Age Origins because that was backwards compatible, and then my brother's like, "Get Watch Dogs." I'm like, I don't care about Watch Dogs.
Yeah, no. And Dragon Age Origins on consoles, I would argue, wasn't very good, even though.
Yes. Okay then.
Perhaps.
Yes, we get it because you played it on PC.
Well, you have PC too. You should be playing on PC. It's like $4 right now, literally like $2 right now on the Steam sale.
Yeah, I don't really play my PC much, and plus this was free.
Well, see that? Oh yeah,
can't argue with free.
Well, yeah, I can if it's crap.
Those are the only news items I have.
Maybe
I'll toss
that's
it
why
over
it's
to
free.
you guys.
All right. Well, hold on. Let me open my phone.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Big news from the Forza's Turn 10.
Mm-hmm.
They are saying, I don't know, you actually brought it up, brought a good point. The Forza series is getting, it's an annualized franchise now. So they're announcing this, but it's like, you asked, well, hasn't it been?
Always? It's always either Horizon or Motorsport, or Horizon or Motorsport.
It'll be, and I want, exactly. Well, technically, because we didn't have a Horizon a year before or 2 years before.
Okay.
Well, so they kind of skipped. They have skipped. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Now they're saying, hey, you're gonna get a Forza, and then chances are Forza Horizon 4 is the next one. Which I'll be all for it because I like obviously I like the series, or at least the Horizon one more. But I'm a little concerned that, now that means
oversaturation?
Probably oversaturation and also diminishing returns, the support of it. Like, Forza Horizon 3 has gotten great support. This last Hot Wheels port, the DLC, it's amazing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to get back on that, actually, because I was having a really good time with it. And then suddenly they're gonna make it analyze. I'm afraid the same thing will happen as the Need for Speed franchise, which it got to the point where it was like, we
don't want it anymore.
Exactly.
Or Gran Turismo.
No,
Gran Turismo's never been analyzed.
No, Gran Turismo's never. And the problem is, Gran Turismo's taking too long. That's the opposite.
Once every decade.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's why they keep it fresh. But some people are like, I don't kind of. There are people who are like, wait, that's still a thing.
We have
it's been a long time for the last one.
Yes, too. Exactly. Now, switching gears to BioWare, they haven't confirmed this or anything like that, but reports are that they have canceled the DLCs for Mass Effect Andromeda.
So when you say BioWare canceled this, you really mean EA canceled this?
Yeah, okay, let's say that. Well, no, because the thing is, the thing is, BioWare is saying, no, that's not true. We haven't canceled. We just haven't announced any plan.
I thought I read that.
We just don't have any announcement.
I thought that EA said that there was no that they weren't really they were thinking of them, but then they're like, yeah, no.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like no, we're not canceling. We're just not doing it. It's like, okay, guys.
It's like it wasn't there in the first place. Yeah. Why do you keep bringing this up?
Exactly. So the whole thing is, It's silly, and it's kind of it's a sad state of affairs. So, the BioWare, the Mass Effect, Andromeda, as you guys know, was not very well received, and unfortunately, that whole group has been disbanded, except a small group that is still working on the multiplayer, which hasn't been out yet. Apparently,
I don't think they were disbanded. I think they were moved.
They were moved to other. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
they were disbanded from the core, from the Mass Effect thing. They're working.
It's BioWare Montreal was the one who was working on that.
Yes, exactly. And see that was to me that was a mistake. Giving that because now you have this franchise which was a flagship, which now you kind of tarnish to the point where nobody's gonna care about another Mass Effect coming. Like. There's not going to be a sequel for Mass Effect Andromeda, hands down. Already.
It's a bit disheartening, honestly.
Yeah. And maybe it's,
I enjoyed the game for what it was worth.
Did you beat it?
Yeah, I beat it.
Oh, wow.
So, I enjoyed it for what it gave me.
Yeah.
So I was able to enjoy it regardless of what was going on in it.
You didn't mind the googly eyes?
I didn't.
Faces?
Honestly, I wasn't pissed off at it. I was making fun of it, which made me enjoy the game even more.
Enjoying the game.
I guess with how you look at it,
Yeah, because people are like, "Oh, this is crap." I'm like, "No, this is funny."
It's the crab book that got me.
I mean, yeah, I've had some, clipping through floors, some bugs, but you know what? I enjoyed it for what it was.
It had.
So that's what made me enjoy the game, regardless of what people say.
When I paid $60 for a title that I'm expecting it to be like the flagship, awesome game, like the same thing happened with Gears of War Judgment. Mm-hmm. I was very excited about that game, and then I played it, and I'm like,
it was made
what
by
the
somebody else
hell
too.
This is? This feels like fan fiction made into a game. So I was very, very disappointed. You guys, does anybody play StarCraft?
No, but I know you do.
So we can skip that. No.
No, there are people who will.
No, well, there's a StarCraft remastered, which was kind of announced already. It officially has a release date. Shit, I lost the date. So that they anyway, it's the thing that looks cool about it is the fact that they're taking the old graphics and they say they're remastering to 4K graphics, but when you look at the graphics, it looks like the old game, and it had the same animation. So they're not really changing the gameplay itself; they're just making it look, pretty. Exactly, so to speak.
It's kind of like that kind of reminds you of like getting one of the old PlayStation games on the PSN. like for instance,
August 14th, by the way.
August 14th is the day.
With Final Fantasy VII, if you go on it, you can still see all the blockiness, but more smoother, high quality.
Exactly. It's when you play, especially when you play, if you emulate PS1 games, they look very, very sharp to the point where they're not supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. They look actually worse when you do it that way.
Yeah.
In there, you can see clouds all blocky, the big blocky heads.
Yeah, no. So I got very excited about it at first because I thought this was gonna be like the story of StarCraft 1 in the campaign with the StarCraft 2 level of polish. Those graphics on StarCraft 2 look great. It turns out they're keeping everything looking the same, just sharper and 4K'd. It doesn't like I lost interest on it. I mean, it's probably it's definitely, it has the same campaign, mind you, and I have yet to see like how the cutscenes look, because one of the interesting things about that game was what happened between every match. What was the cutscene? What was next? What was happening? So it's one of my favorite games of all time, but I think it's one of the games of that time,
of its era.
Its era. Mm-hmm. Exactly. By the way, guys, have you seen the trailer for Jackie Chan's new movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just had the opportunity to see it here.
The Foreigner.
So now you're doing news on it, even though you just saw it.
Yeah, I just saw it. Well, I had to I erased everything else that I had because I'm like, we need to talk about this trailer. We need to talk about this movie.
Yes.
Or about the trailer that we've seen. What the hell? It looks amazing.
I think he came out of retirement just to do this last movie of his.
Is this
No, he didn't retire. He's been doing
Well,
this. He's been doing a couple of Asian movies.
It's a joke.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
joke.
because he looks fast.
He
No,
looks
but he's
fast with Prime, yeah.
yeah. But well, here's the thing, and I think you described it very well. It looks like Jackie Chan, which you immediately think, oh, this is gonna be one of his silly movies because he's always had been kind of like a humorous character, even though his fighting style is amazing. Unfortunately, that's the first thing that comes to your mind. Now, you see in this movie that makes you think like the movie Taken. You mentioned that, and I was like, oh yeah, that's true. This is very serious tone. It also have is it Pierce Brosnan?
Pierce Brosnan.
There. I don't know who's playing which side. It makes me feel like, is Jackie Chan meant to be the bad guy in this?
I kind of feel like he's like an anti-hero.
He actually his character looks very similar to. I don't know if you guys had either of you seen Law Abiding Citizen or heard of Law Abiding Citizen. Okay, so that movie is with the guy who played in 300, who played Leonidas. I can't remember his name now, but anyway, point is, he was a family man. Something happens at the beginning of the movie. It's called literally a law-abiding citizen because he was a law-abiding citizen, and something happens to his family, and then he just enacts like this ridiculously crazy revenge.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And this looks very similar to that because if you see the trailer, there was a bombing, which, by the way, let's be real, in today's society, that's very close
really
to home
close.
right there. Yeah, so there's a bombing, killed his daughter, or appears to have killed his daughter, and that's what he's doing. He's enacting. I don't want them to go to justice. I want their names.
Yeah, he wants to know the identity of the bomber, which the character of Pierce Brosnan, which I think he was for the government. May or may not know who they are.
Yeah,
you don't know that. So, but then the things that he's doing,
it's very.
It makes you feel like, okay,
anti Jackie Chan.
Yes, very, which I love. I love seeing this. If you got some weird like 007 vibes also from the trailer, is because the trailer itself is the movie itself is directed by the director of
Casino Royale.
Casino Royale.
Yeah.
He also did GoldenEye, right? What's his name? Martin Campbell.
Perhaps, yeah, he may have done
Yeah,
all that.
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Which GoldenEye is another good one.
GoldenEye is
But Casino Royale, I think, is the one that got him like nominations or some sort of recognition for Casino Royale. Casino Royale like put 007 back on the map after it.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of fell off a little bit from the Pierce Brosnan.
From the
age.
Pierce Brosnan. Yes.
Funny to say that, but it all comes full circle.
Was it Die Another Day that did it?
Maybe there was another one. What's the one with Madonna?
Die Another Day.
Shit,
Yeah,
that was
that's
probably
the
that
one.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
I know my 007.
Okay.
See, I might not be a movie connoisseur, but I know my 007. It's one of my favorite movies. I think that is
Look really
amazing.
good.
Look
really
really good. Comes on October 13th.
13th, yes.
Yeah.
October
We're
13th.
gonna get a big group to go.
Which is probably a Friday.
Yes,
What?
exactly.
we're getting a group.
Yes,
Just letting you know.
we should be getting a group. We
Yes.
should be, if you guys are interested, let's put it in the comments.
There you go.
You got everything?
Yeah, that's all. That's all I got. Slow day for news.
So I got a little something that I want to put out first. Coming this fall to Xbox and PlayStation is a double pack of Limbo and Inside.
Oh yes,
That's
on
a
disc.
good double pack for those that haven't played
it's
it.
coming out September 12th for $30.
Oh, that's even better. Shit, 30 bucks.
So physical release?
Physical,
Yes.
yes.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
that is nice.
Have you played? I know you played Inside. Have you played Inside or Limbo?
I played a bit of Limbo, but that's it.
You should play Inside.
Inside is great.
Yeah, Inside is
I know.
fantastic.
I've seen so
Yes.
many.
And that's gonna be $30. You can get
Yeah,
it.
$30. So with the big excitement for Rick and Morty coming next
Oh.
month, they've been putting some goodies in games.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, everywhere, but
Yeah.
in game. So in Rocket League, for those who play that, you get free car antennas based on Rick, Morty, the floating head chameleon,
Oh, great.
Mr. Meeseeks, and everyone's favorite, Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Poopy ball. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
it
hilarious.
will be coming in July 5th for Rocket League, along with a special rocket boost and some wheels inspired by the intergalactic portal.
Man, shout out to Rocket League, man. There's constant little bits of support there that just keeps you coming back.
And players can get them through drops.
Through drops? Okay.
Yeah.
Another one is Move or Die and Gang Beasts, which are multiplayer games. They'll feature cameos from the cast and skins.
From Rick and Morty. Okay, I got you.
So the skins for Move and Die will be available now, while Gang Beasts are to be determined.
Okay.
And in the Steam VR home, you get a Mr. Meeseeks character in your virtual living room.
And which
Steam VR home.
Oh, okay, Steam VR. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's just to all watch Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to catch up with some.
Actually,
some
I
shows.
just opened my my phone to make sure I didn't miss any news, and the first thing that shows is Rick and Morty season 3 trailer breakdown.
It's coming out this July.
Awesome.
And another good thing, this Independence Day, we're getting an update for GTA Online.
Oh,
Yes,
tell me
GTA
more.
is bringing a new mode called Dawn Raid, which is a 6v6 mode, limited light, where teams parachute into an area and seek out transmitter that's been hidden.
That sounds very battlegroundish.
Man. Shout out to GTA. See, they have been
and it seems
getting the
that
support.
You'll be using thermal vision goggles to find your way around, and you'll use the Trackify app to locate the transmitter and packages.
Nice.
Awesome.
And players will be armed to the teeth.
Of course.
Of course.
GTA.
Yes, and from now through July 10th, Dawn Raid will offer double GTA money and RP rewards.
Okay.
And another thing is that this money you can use to buy the new vehicle called the Debauchee. I think it's a car. And also, you can get your hands on firework launchers, a Liberty monster truck,
Nice.
and some classics. And they're also doing a 25% off on their vehicle,
Pretty cool.
water sports vehicles.
To purchase? Okay.
We got a few people. I'm surprised that I don't hear a lot more people playing GTA Online. Considering,
group, yeah.
on the group. Considering that, the game is out there. It's
it's like
selling
100 million
all the
copies out
time.
there, yeah.
And
Mostly it's done with online. People
Online,
usually
yeah.
get it just
Yeah.
for online.
That's
some people
ridiculous.
actually they don't touch the campaign. That is amazing because they just want to play online.
Yeah, no,
In
come
itself,
on.
yeah.
The
By the
campaign's
way,
good.
quick throwing out there. The mid-year sales happening right now with PlayStation. PlayStation, and the game is $30. On there for that sale.
You got it, Alex Infante.
Yeah.
This is your call.
Yes.
You need to get this game and play the campaign no matter what.
There you go.
Yes, please play the campaign. Do not just go straight to multiplayer. I will. Oh my goodness! I'll
Hey,
be
don't tell me how to
glaring
play.
at you.
Don't
I'll
tell
be
me how-
glaring at you if you don't do campaign first. That's all I got.
Awesome.
I wish I can actually chime in, but I can't.
I wish we were recording that. Did you know that? That's
It's funny you say that because we are recording.
Yes, you better put that in. You better put that in.
he's the one doing the editing
It's
today.
staying.
Every
man.
week we put in a little theme song.
We got the opening with that.
We shouldn't get like copyrighted on that, right?
Hey, this is our
Our
cover.
voice, right?
Yes.
If you don't want to get, then put like some bass in it, or like synthesizers.
I kid you not. To this day, the Mario ding 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 ding. It
But
always
everyone
makes
does.
me sad. It always makes me sad. It actually literally makes me sad.
You know, we make fun of Nintendo. I'm not gonna lie, but
They got some good music.
particularly on the Mario series, man. Especially that early stuff, dude. You just cannot get that stuff out of your head. Especially one of my favorites is Mario 2. Super Mario 2 theme
Ding,
music.
ding. Oh no! Ding 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 ding. Oh no! Now we're going. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, don't give me. I will
I'm
go.
sorry.
Or
I will go.
Oh, there you go. Oh man. All right. So seriously, hot topic of the week, guys.
Hot topic.
All right. So the hot topic is simple, guys. We want to kind of shine a light on some games that were left
Dearly
behind.
missed.
Yeah, left behind.
Left behind.
in the last generations. And this is you can go back generations, not just last generation.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. You can
Oh,
go
I
back.
misunderstood. I literally took just last generation.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. You can.
Yeah, because
take
we
right.
could go all the way back to the ancients. I mean, where's Pong VR, for example? You know, there should be a remake of Pong.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Now
Super
we're-
Mega Pong.
Now we're going crazy.
Don't forget Jackass.
Jackass.
The game Jackass?
Yes.
I think I have that on
You-
PS2.
Yes, I remember playing it. I'm like, what is this?
Oh yeah, it's silly.
Onimusha. We need an Onimusha. Okay, now.
So
all right.
yes, so we wanted to kind of shine the light on it, and I have my own little list here. So we're just gonna go around the table and just kind of
Just mention, just
mention the
what we have.
title, what why you want it to come back, and all that. And I'll start it off if it's okay. Just kind of give you a
The layout of how
layout.
it's going to play, yeah.
Heavenly Sword, guys.
God bless America. And then we're going to start with a Sony
Sword,
Classic.
okay. Well, here's my issue with Heavenly Sword. First off, that was a launch window title for the PS3 when it first came out. It was one of the first games that really kind of showed off what the PS3 was going to be bringing to the table.
Oh, yes.
And I never got it. Well, first off, everybody knows, or I've mentioned it before, the whole PS3 issue. When they said it was $599, I said, "F you! I'm not paying $599."
You waited till the sun came out.
I got the Wii, and
Wow.
and then I was going to get the Xbox 360, but then the Red Rings happened. I was like, "Yep, I'm sticking with my Wii then." And then finally, I got the slim model of the PlayStation. But at that point, I wanted to go back and get it, but it was years. And it was never less than $50. I'm like,
Damn.
what the hell? So I'm not just going to wait for this to go down a little bit. And before you know it, time passed. And here we are. We're coming towards the end now of probably a PlayStation 4's life cycle, at least the backside of it.
I
And,
play Heavenly Sword, and I would say amazing cinematography. And it had the guy that plays My Precious. Who's that?
the Smeagol?
Smeagol. What's the guy name? Sorry. Oh man, I forgot. His
Oh,
name.
you're talking about the motion capture guy?
The actor. Well, you actually
Yeah.
have the actor that plays Smeagol. If you could find me the name of the actor
Who plays
Smeagol, yeah, from Lord of the Rings. He had a son who I think he was dressed like a cockroach, basically, he was like a huge guy, you know, and he was dressed like a cockroach, and you could tell it was his son, but apparently he was like mentally challenged, you know. So he was. It made me sad because the way he treated his son was kind of cruel. It was kind of like messed up. He was dressing him like a freaking roach, for crying out loud, and he was kind of abusive toward him and all that, and it made me sad the way he was. But the story itself was fantastic. The thing that I wasn't feeling a lot was the actual gameplay. It was one of those games that came out with the PlayStation when the PlayStation 3 came out, so it was a launch title. Mm-hmm. It was kind of like stilted. It almost felt like you were controlling your character was almost on rails. In a sense.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
I haven't.
What's his name?
It's Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis. Yes. He's great. He has actually played some other characters on all the games.
Fun fact, he plays Caesar in the new
Planet of the Apes.
Oh, okay. Yes. He's
I didn't
he's
know
really
that,
good.
but yeah.
Yeah, he was the evil guy on this one. But they were always mentioning that there was going to be a Heavenly Sword 2 because because you have your character, you have your main character. I forgot what her name was, and then you have like a sidekick. And should I? This is a really old game. Should I be spoiling it?
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Spoilers,
So
guys.
Spoilers for Heavenly Sword. 10-year-old game.
Yeah.
The main
Noriko.
character Noriko, she dies at the end. And
The point is that the sword itself was slowly draining
her life. Yes. So it was a very beautiful. I mean, she did a sacrifice for her whole like tribe or whatever. At first, she was kind of like cast aside, and at the end, she was like very revered and like super.
Sounds similar to
yes,
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn, exactly. Even the character itself kind of reminded me a lot. Noriko was awesome. So it was sad to see her go. I got teary-eyed a little bit.
That's what I'm saying.
But
I think it's time for them to...
I thought they were going to bring the sequel was going to be the sidekick, which she was kind of weird because she was kind of like a cat lady. But it was cool, but they never did anything with it.
You know
they went ahead
part,
and did DMC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And now they're
best
doing
part?
the new one, though.
Yeah, they're doing Hellbound now.
Hellblade.
Hellblade.
Yeah,
Hellblade,
yes.
Hellbound. Wow.
That's another game by that devil I was talking about. No.
But live your life delicious.
I'm telling you, dude, that's such a weird thing. But yeah, so that's I'll start with that one.
Okay, all right. I got one.
Yeah.
I got one that we have missed on the time on the ages not to, and I don't know why there haven't been a new one. Burnout. The Burnout series.
Yes.
The Burnout series was a really fun, really incredibly
Who doesn't
fun
love being a crash
racer.
dummy and just
Yes,
crashing into
exactly. And I mean, I realized I'm old school. I like the Burnout, the original Burnouts. Not so much Burnout Paradise, even though a lot of people.
Wasn't that the one where they did like the TV show?
Well, Burnout Paradise
No.
was
Well,
more
I'm thinking of something different.
was the open world one.
Yeah, that one.
So that one was fun. It looked beautiful.
But there was one that was like record like it was pretty much like you were like in a TV show.
Oh no, you're thinking of Blur? Was it?
Oh, Blur's another one, by the way. Yeah,
Was it?
but yeah,
There was a game where you. Yes, I know that you're in
it's
a
almost
TV
like a game show type of thing.
You're
Yeah.
like destroying. You're like driving through like
It was
exploding airport and
Yeah,
stuff
you were
like
like
that.
a stuntman.
Yeah, you were a
so-
stuntman. Maybe the
Was
name
it
was
Blur?
stuntman. No, I think it was. Was that Blur?
Oh,
I don't know. No,
you
do I have to look
you
at
talking
this
about
up now?
Driver? Maybe.
No, Driver is
Driver's completely different.
That's another one that should actually bring back. Now we're
Think
bringing
of it,
all
yeah.
this up. No, but Burnout, the original Burnout, where you pick you pick a course and you will destroy your opponents. That was a great game to play. Like I used to have back in the day in my apartment. Gaming nights, and I will put two TVs side by side and two Xboxes side by side, and I'll bring all my friends, and we'll be playing like different games, Mortal Kombat included. But that was the party game, Burnout.
Burnout.
Yeah, doing the crash the crash mode. Oh, so good. That's a game that I don't know why they haven't.
Come back
I
with.
mean, we haven't gone back to that series. I mean,
Who
granted,
did
I
it?
get that we have
Criterion?
Criterion.
Okay,
yeah.
what are they doing now?
Need for Speed. They're one of the ones that are working on the Need for Speed.
EA, man. EA picked them up.
EA.
EA is going to EA.
EA is gonna take a good developer, a good studio, and shoot them up and then spit them out. So
Unfortunately.
that's one that I really miss.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. What you got over there, Shadow?
The one that I want to talk about is Jack and Dexter.
Jack and Daxter.
Yes, that's right. They had the collection,
Yeah,
but it was for
didn't-
PS3.
Yeah,
and
I'm hoping with the whole Ratchet and Clank coming out, and maybe another Ratchet and Clank, I hope they bring it because usually back in PS2 era, you had Jack and Dexter. Was Jack and Dexter first, and then you had Ratchet and Clank competing
at the same time.
Yeah.
They were kind of going at the same time. Yeah. The thing is that it obviously it's not going to be Naughty Dog. It's got to be somebody
No.
else.
I
Probably
would
a smaller
hope.
title. Yeah.
Yeah, I would hope they bring a new Jack and Dexter in.
Yeah, I
With-
would actually be okay with that. Jack and Daxter 2 or Jack 2, I guess it was called. My God, was that game so infuriating with the stupid checkpoints? But
Yeah,
it was a great game. Either way, it was infuriating because the super
and
checkpoints. But
I did
it was
like
good.
in 3 where you had the dark and
the
good
racing.
the racing, and
Yeah.
you had the good and evil Jack.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Evil Jack. Oh, I forgot about
and
Evil Jack.
and like
Yeah.
the angel Jack.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one too. Shit.
See,
gotta play that
and
again.
instead of getting this, we're getting frigging Crash Bandicoot for some unknown reason.
You know, some
Stop
people
hating
like
on
that.
Crashy B.
We're gonna have to
So
strap
dumb.
him to a chair and play it.
Yes. The whole thing.
Talk
Back
about
to
a
back to
freaking
back.
overrated game. Freaking Crash Bandicoot. Oh my god. It used to be a joke to say, oh yeah, Crash Bandicoot's coming to new consoles.
Another title that I missed out on, unfortunately. Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
So we're talking about games or series?
Games itself. The actual game.
Okay.
Yeah, the actual game itself.
Because you wouldn't get Metal Gear Solid 4 on new console unless it will say
Ported over.
ported over. Oh,
That's what I'm saying. It's stranded there.
Man, I misunderstood
Guns
this
of,
I don't
whole
think
Guns
so,
of
yeah.
Patriots was
I
actually
misunderstood this
really
whole
good.
thing. Yeah.
But it's okay. You still would want a Burnout to come out.
Yeah,
you know,
of
to
course.
the new one.
Yeah.
So.
I'm thinking of franchises
No.
that got stuck.
He was
Particular
really gonna be
games.
like, I'm gonna
Particular games.
correct you.
particular games. The point is like when
You missed out big time on Metal Gear Solid 4 for
Exactly,
real.
yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, and what happened is same thing. Where was it on? It was on the PlayStation 3. When did it come out? Early in its life cycle.
Yeah.
What was I doing? Playing my Wii. So
Playing with your Wii.
because I was not gonna spend-
them me bowling.
yes, I was not going to spend that much money. So I missed out on that.
That's
Then,
so
of course,
great.
when I finally got the console, I started backtracking with a lot of games. Got the original Uncharted. Got all the main things.
You
But
never
some
went to
things, yes, Heavenly Sword and Metal Gear Solid 4.
Gear
That's the
Solid
only
4.
Metal Gear I have not played.
The best, and sir. If you ever wanted to sit down after you finish a game, you wanted to sit down and get a movie's worth of ending, like a literal hour and a half ending, with everything being wrapped up. That's oh my god, that's such. And you know what? Forget that. Just put the game in and start watching the crazy commercials that they did for this. The crazy I don't know where commercials that had nothing to do with the game itself. It's just setting up like the world.
Okay.
You
See
know,
what I'm saying? Yeah.
it
I
was.
missed out.
They literally have channels that you could switch to and watch little shows while the game was loading. Because of course it was PS3 and the loading times were forever. So at least
that PS3 era.
At least Kojima had the foresight to actually put something entertaining because and highly produced also.
Oh my God, it
The
kinda
production
reminds
values
me
on
of
these
the,
commercials were like insane. You have to YouTube though. You have to YouTube that shit, bro. You can't.
No,
miss
I'm
it.
still holding out that they will port this shit over.
No, that's not.
You know,
I
those,
want them to port it over so I can play it.
Those interactive loading kind of reminds you of the Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi games.
Oh
where,
yeah,
where you would
remember?
No.
where you would do
Me neither.
because you would be able to do stuff between loadings like one you would have one of the characters on like a platform and you have to spin them with the analog stick trying to get all the capsules.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah,
Little
yeah,
interactive stuff.
Well, while I would prefer not to have loading screens, period, if you're going to have them, then I would prefer them to be
Oh.
interactive in some way, so
Yeah.
you can
Well, I mean,
do
they
something
do
in the
loading
meantime.
screens for a reason.
Well, this
Oh
one.
no, I know that. I know the reason for the loading screens, but
This
I think
one's-
we're to the point nowadays where, especially if it's already loaded into the damn thing, let's cut the stupid things out. We don't need to. Have
Well, the
them.
Metal Gear Solid they were interacting in the sense you can change channels, but what you were still watching something. It's just that what you were watching was very interesting. And here's the thing: there was very different shows happening at the same time. So you could play and be stuck to watching something on the channel, and you will miss a completely different thing. That you will never watch unless you start the game all over and change the channel again. Because you will never get the opportunity to see this again. So it was always an opportunity to watch something like crazy, like new. Like to this day, I fail to understand why they felt they need to spend so much money.
on that.
Because again, this was not cuts. This was like motion,
Live action.
live action. Yeah, so much money on this very well produced commercials and shows, like a cooking show. It had a cooking show even. When they were trying to cook a crocodile or something. I don't know. It was awesome. YouTube this shit. This shit
Well,
is
come
classic.
on, Sony or anybody, I guess. Because no, Sony, fuck that. You need to bring that over to the port it over for me.
Yeah. Oh, it had the big stick. What was it? It had a part where they were talking about. Oh, you need to. Oh, now it's time. Otacon tells.
Otacon, yeah.
He tells. Oh, now you need to turn. You need to put this too. And you're like, this is a Blu-ray. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is Sony PS3. It has the power of Blu-ray. Yada yada yada.
Are you serious?
It's kind of like a throw to Microsoft. Actually,
wow.
it was a thing to Microsoft. And it was so great. And for the longest time, the rumor of Metal Gear Solid 4 is coming to Microsoft. Metal Gear Solid 4 is coming to Microsoft, and it never happened. Of course, of course. So another this one it's gonna be. I mean, you put it on the cover of the topic of the week. Portal. Is a fantastic series. A fantastic. Well, it was 2 games, but Portal 2 to this day is one of my favorite stories of all time. It's so good. It's one of the most beautiful endings. Everything about this game.
Actually, on both 1 and 2.
On 1 and 2, yeah. But especially on 2, because that it just.
I want to play it again.
It makes that game made me laugh out loud hard, and it also made me feel emotional at some points. It was so good, and. Even though it has the kind of ending that you wouldn't expect a Portal 3, you could say that same thing about the first one, and they went and redid the ending on the first one to allow for Portal 2. So I would have been very excited about the notion of having a Portal 3, but of course Valve doesn't care about games anymore because now they're a store. They're a Walmart of stores.
Look what happened to Half-Life.
And Half-Life never got its due, so yeah, that's another game. Don't even get me started on freaking Half-Life. Don't even get me started with fucking Valve. All right.
I want Portal to make it over to again. I want it to be available for me to play again now. Yes. You know what I mean? The same game, it's fine. Especially Portal 1 because it's quick. You know, you
remember
can get
when they
fast.
did the orange box that had Portal and Half-Life?
The best value ever. See, that was good Valve.
They need to
Team Fortress, right?
Team Fortress 2.
Team Fortress, Battlefront, Portal.
They had Portal. It had Half-Life. Yeah, like a whole Half-Life 2 thing. It's like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And
they need to bring that bundle back.
Yeah, they're not going to do it.
No.
Of course
Valve.
not.
Of course, Valve doesn't care about gamers anymore.
More their attention's going to their store than anything else.
Yeah,
unfortunately. What else you got over there, Shadow?
Kind of unprepared here, but Sly Cooper.
Oh,
Sly Cooper. I'm detecting a pattern here.
Yes, it's the 3D platformers.
Hello, yes.
Especially with Crashy B coming back, man. Yes. And Ratchet and Clank, if you put that one there too.
Ratchet and Clank is a great game to get. Right now it's on deal on $6.99, I think it is.
It was $8, and I bought it. I have it.
Yes! Put it there, buddy.
$8.
I had Ratchet and Clank from day one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's been a while because I think my last game, Ratchet and Clank, was Going Commando, and it still gave me that original.
It always had the craziest title.
Names, yeah.
Yeah, it gave me the original Ratchet and Clank vibe. You know, getting your weapons from vendors, your platforming, and your ridiculous weapons
the
like
weapons,
the Sheepinator.
Buttload of weapons, the Sheepinator.
The Sheepinator.
But yeah, no, Sly Cooper, that was another good one. I got the collection, and I want to say it was on the PS3 bundle, where it had all 3. There's no mention of a Sly 4, or was there?
They've been mentioning mostly the TV show. There was going to be a movie. I saw a trailer of it, which looked awesome, but then we don't know anymore if there's going to be a movie.
Well, the Ratchet
Sly Cooper.
Oh, Sly Cooper, yeah. Yeah, because the Ratchet and Clank movie was terrible.
Yeah.
The game was amazing, but the movie itself was,
Well, because the game is also snippets of the movie.
It's basically the same thing, but
with gameplay, that's the difference.
Yeah, I couldn't control it. Oh, that's why.
So we don't know if there's going to be a movie now, since there's going to be a TV show.
Oh, for Sly Cooper, yeah. So I guess we'll see. We'll get some.
Where's a good one? Yeah, okay.
That is a good one. I enjoyed the first 3, and I had that collection. But
and yet we're getting freaking Crash Bandicoot.
Here we go again. We just go down this road.
It gets people to relive nostalgia like we are right now.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Movie. Okay, excuse me. A game that I again missed out on. That I would love for it to be ported over.
That's hard to imagine. You missing out on a game.
Spec Ops: The Line.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Yes, you missed out.
I
big
missed
time
out on
with
Spec
that
Ops The
one.
Line. And honestly, when I first heard Spec Ops The Line, I was like, oh, another military shooter.
Yeah.
It went, past me like nothing.
too. Yeah, me too.
Then it came out. Then everybody was literally just like, man, this thing is so, you gotta play. This is amazing. It's how do we say it? An untold or a different way of telling a story.
It's unprecedented story because you're literally fighting U.S. soldiers.
Correct. And
Which is
yeah. So you were telling me something
my
about it,
God.
and I was like, son of a bitch, I missed that game, and here I am. I'm like, port it over, guys. I will buy it.
psychological
You know what I mean?
thriller. If that
You
game
know?
was out, oh my God, if there was a remaster of that game, I will buy in a heartbeat. That game.
This is me.
Very
As
good
much as
story.
I say that I don't want remasters, I don't want ports as well. I just want the ability to play some of these games. You know what I
Sometimes
mean?
it's worth it.
It is. I agree.
This comes back to the whole backwards compatibility thing that we
True,
talked about.
exactly. Which you can say while I'm not sure if it's available on there. It would be amazing if it is. It would be
If
amazing.
you had,
It's- they only
an
have
Xbox, if you had an Xbox, you'd be able to play.
they mentioned they only have 385 titles. Yes, I did ignore it. 385 titles that are available backwards compatibility. I don't think that was one of them, but that would be amazing if it was. So yeah, that's one I missed out on, and I would like to.
Spec Ops The Line.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
You know,
That's a good one.
I got another one.
What you got?
Do you remember playing GoldenEye? 007 on the I
On the
played
64?
on Yes.
Oh yeah,
I
that
would
blocky
love-
mess.
Didn't that came out though?
They did a remake of it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, on
I
360.
would,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
but I would love to again because I did play a bit of the story, but I mostly stuck on multiplayer because I was little
With the
playing
slappers.
No, not just that. We would put big head mode,
Oh yeah. I remember those silly cheat codes. That used to
Oh,
have.
the
Yes.
mods, yeah.
and we would go around in that one facility with the whole bunch of vents, and we would just go around with just big old heads shooting each other.
That's awesome. No,
I'd love to play that again.
I can say one thing I can say about GoldenEye. I remember loving the hell out of GoldenEye, but take a moment, go to YouTube,
And watch
take a look at the
it, how it
game,
look.
and for whatever reason, I like that they're going. My God, in my mind's eye, had such a better image
Yes.
than what it
Yeah.
actually is.
Yes.
I was like, oh, I don't think I can play that
it
right now.
looks, it looks terrible, but it was so fun at its time.
It was definitely on its time. You got anything else?
Well, yeah. You might want to get ready because I don't have much to say about this one because this one's completely expected from me and obvious. This series where the hell is the sequel on this console generation? Of course, we're talking about the wonderful, beautiful bee, Bayonetta. That bee,
Well, it's been speculation that we might get another one.
that
There,
character
on the Switch.
blew me away. Oh my God. Well, that's fine. Switch is awesome. That character, the first time I played that game, it blew my mind. Just the mere premise that you're playing this witch and she is fighting what in the games world is the forces of goodness. Well, you see, you're battling angels. You're battling, and celestial beautiful things, which when you get a character, when you get a boss into a boss fight, that boss fight is impressive, but not because oh my God, that huge monster is grotesque and like disgusting. No, it's like my God, I have to battle this huge monster and it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, it
Makes you feel like you're the enemy.
Yes, exactly. Oh no, she is constantly. I mean, she is sassy.
Oh yeah, I've
she
seen it.
is classy, sassy. She has great banter with the other character, who I think is supposed to be Satan, but it's the character where she goes to the bar and she could get weapons and stuff.
Does he ask her if she wants to live deliciously?
He might as well have, it might as well have, and also all the throwbacks to all the classic Sega games, like they have a portion that is you are playing Outrun. You are playing Outrun with the Outrun music playing on the background, and another portion where you are playing. I forgot the other game where you're flying with lasers and you're fighting things and the music is awesome.
I know you're talking about with the jets.
With the jet, yeah. You have a jump back. I forgot the name of it, but But yeah, all those things put together into a story, which, don't get me wrong, the story is nonsensical AF. It is.
You mean like the
completely-
original?
I mean, that
like
it
the
makes
original Devil May Cry's were kind
no.
of.
Oh, well, I've never played the Devil May Cry game because I hated that Dante. But
Loves Bayonetta.
the story makes absolutely alpha zero sense. That said, it's like I didn't care because the spectacle of that game was so amazing that it just blew my mind and everything. And then, like, what else can I say about this game? Where the hell is my Bayonetta for current consoles? I'll take it on the Switch.
Oh, yeah,
I don't mind.
trust me. Like I've always wanted to play it, but never got the chance to. And if they ported it over to like the PlayStation, I would love to get it.
It was
like
recent-
even like a Bayonetta 1 and 2 bundle. I would have.
Oh, dude! I had the
That would
opportunity to
make
play.
everyone-
They released it on PC recently, and you could actually bump the resolution and all that to 4K. Full 60 frame because the game was 60 frame, but there are areas where it cannot. I had a
The
little
frame
bit
rate
difficulty. Yeah, a little bit. It wasn't bad unless you had a PS3, in which case it was horrendous. And
It was horrendous. Yeah.
it was literally, it was 20 frames per second, something. It was terrible. I mean, they did such a disservice to the PSP, to the PlayStation fan
You know
base.
what aggravated me? Because speaking of Bayonetta, do you remember Gamergate
Gamergate?
yeah.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
the issue.
The issue?
with what's her face? They were saying that they were just backlashing Bayonetta. I'm like, how could you? Because
Yeah.
that's
Really? Oh,
because
wow.
that's the guy who created it. That's his like power fan. It's like he wants to be her.
Oh, because they were saying that she was sexist.
Yeah,
and it was
because she was too sexy. Because I'm like, no.
Was the game called? I'm sorry to go back to the Jet game. Space Harrier.
Space Harrier.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
I'm saying,
My
like,
God.
in my head, I'm going, that sounds like it's right, but no,
It had,
maybe it's not.
it had remixed versions of that music of that music, which is amazing. I have it on my phone because it sounds so great that I want to hear what I'm playing on the when I'm driving. Anyway, yes, Bayonetta.
It just reminded me of that.
I ended up having a lot to say after all.
Yeah, it just reminded me about that. That kind of aggravated me because, like, from looking at the game, like it looks great, and I loved the Devil May Cry series, the whole hack and
Yes.
slash, and I would love to play it.
Yeah.
I've got a couple more. I can just gonna run through them really quickly here because they're not as
As
come
like,
on.
Like you
I
took
mean-
the show. Come on.
no.
I
I'm
have a
saying,
lot more to say.
well, Catherine. I mean, I would like to see
Yes.
Catherine come
Catherine
over.
2?
Maybe a Catherine 2 or a different. It may be a call because it was called
think-
Catherine because of Catherine.
I
It
think
could be
that
called-
story though was like an enclosed story. Like you wouldn't want a second one because it wouldn't make sense.
Or at least a remake of
no,
it.
I mean, it could
A
be
remake.
it could be
Okay,
somebody else
okay.
who's being haunted by by
and
this
it's
like
particular
somebody-
thing. Yeah,
But
Yeah.
then you will know the whole thing.
the best part of the game to me really was the gameplay. I mean, I enjoyed
Yeah.
the story and
Yeah,
everything, but the
boss-
gameplay was great.
I watched
yeah.
somebody play it, and wow, that game, those puzzles, I would
Yeah.
watch them get like struggled. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
my
it
god.
was really
that
good.
is esport. Believe it or not, there is esport of Catherine.
Oh,
yes.
look at that! Yeah, look at that. So
Because you would move fast up the blocks, but if you move like, if you just miscalculate, you can go this way.
you can
and-
fall off. Yeah, I remember that. Another game would be Puppet. This is my
Love is
Puppeteer.
over every time you. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say whenever the game over screen will say,
say love is over?
Love is over.
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Puppeteer.
Puppeteer, which was probably one of my favorite games for PlayStation 3. It's a little whimsical, really charming title. Loved the hell out of it, dude. It was this little character. It was a platformer, but it was the whole game looked and felt like you were watching this Broadway play. Every act would end and the curtain would sink.
yes, I
yeah.
remember this game. Yeah, you were really big on this one.
Such a
Puppeteer,
freaking
yeah.
good game, man. It's God, I can't speak more highly of it. I have the game. I actually have it. I gave it because I gave my PlayStation 3 to my son, so he has it now. It's man, it's one of my
Yes.
favorite games of that. And of course, the Resistance series. I enjoyed the Resistance series, particularly Resistance 3.
Three.
Really, really good. The Dead Space series. love
Damn
Dead
it, you
Space
stole
1
mine.
and 2.
You stole mine. I was gonna say, I was definitely gonna bring Dead
Well,
Space
now you can
because Dead
talk
Space,
about it.
Dead Space 1 was great. Dead Space 2 was amazing, and then Dead Space 3 happened.
Yeah.
I had some glitch
It's like
happen to
in that
me in
block.
Dead Space 3 that was like, okay, I can't finish it.
You're
Apparently.
done. You're like, oh, you're done.
But I was enjoying my time with it.
Yeah.
But it was much more action. I did not.
Yeah.
I wasn't scared of
got too
anything.
bro.
yet.
Yeah. This is EA being bad EA. you
Yes,
know.
I agree. I agree. And that's and last one I have is Vanquish. I mean,
Vanquish. Yeah.
it's a PS3 or that
vaguely
era
remember.
title.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was on the
PlayStation.
360 too.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that era title. It obviously made it over to PC now,
Yes. Recently, and
and
looks
I'm
great.
waiting. I'm waiting here.
Vanquish.
You know,
I don't think there will be a Vanquish
Console
2,
kids are just holding on for.
but there should be a remake. At least they should be releasing that. Well, since you rapid fire on your last three, I guess I will have to do the same. Even though I didn't want to, because I did have a couple of titles. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter was a particular
It's Warfighter, okay.
Yeah, Advanced Warfighter. It was a particular type of Ghost Recon game that I really enjoyed. Like, I really loved the story. I loved the pacing and the gameplay of it. It was a future military shooter, but I felt it was really good. You know,
Yeah, I remember my brother playing that. He would do the story online with his friends.
Oh yeah. I don't remember much of the online play, but yeah, it was a cool story. It was a good story. Ghost Recon had another one, which New Vegas also. You guys play New Vegas?
That's I thought was that Rainbow Six.
That's Rainbow Six. I'm sorry. Yeah, Rainbow Six. Yeah, Rainbow
New
Six New
Vegas.
Vegas was awesome also, but that's not.
I think he's trying to mix up with Fallout.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe
Next time.
Fallout's called
No.
New Vegas.
No, there is a Rainbow Six still called Vegas.
Vegas, yeah,
thank
something
you.
Vegas, yeah.
Yes. Okay. You guys
They're all
fixed it for
jumbled.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
we're
all
all
jumbled.
jumbled over here. Yeah.
Like, wait,
These are
Rainbow
old
Six?
games, so. But yeah, man. And then you mentioned, of course, Dead Space 2.
God, Dead Space, such a good game. My God,
Even though
they should put that. That should be. I'm sorry, to interrupt.
No.
That should be very similar to the BioShock. Do a collection. Bring that collection over.
Yeah.
I will buy the
That's-
shit out of that collection.
That's if they have the rights to it.
Who?
Yeah.
EA. They should have the rights to it. It's theirs.
Or if they feel like doing it.
No, that's what I'm saying. They probably don't see money in it, and that's why they're like,
Because
why
some of the
bother?
games that
Yeah.
we mentioned could either, the developers
nice
could
little
have either
remaster,
disbanded
60
or
frames per second.
Oh man. Oh brother. That will be yes. I don't like this particular developer, but I have to admit the last game the last game of this series was great. I had a great time with it. Borderlands 2. Actually, yeah, I should mention Borderlands 2 because then they did Borderlands something else.
The pre-sequel?
The pre-sequel, yeah, and yeah, that was not really necessary.
Yeah.
That was kind of like them being lazy.
I mean, they do have the Handsome Jack collection, which is 2 and pre-sequel.
Yeah,
Is that
that's what I'm
available on
saying.
PS4?
Oh, I guess yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. That, but
Yeah, so it doesn't really-
I was talking about more like a Borderlands 3.
Yes, we know we need that.
Well, I think
Everyone's
they're
been wanting that.
I think they're considering how Gearbox is really shooting blanks everywhere else. So,
Yeah.
like, I guess we should just go back to Borderlands.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we're
Considering
good at.
that you had Tales of the Borderlands that Gearbox did help write.
I have the crowning, and I don't even need to mention any other games because this is the game which this series
and right there,
this
he just
series
broke
should
his
have been actually done. This topic of the week.
Okay.
I have a question for EA.
Oh.
Where the hell?
Don't tell me skate.
No.
Oh,
Actually, that was on my list.
oh God.
was my-
No.
Where the hell is Battlefield Bad Company 3?
Oh.
EA, what the fuck?
Well,
It
they've
is
been...
inconceivable that you are making Battlefield games and Battlefront games and everybody and crappy campaigns, and everybody's clamoring for one of the best series that you made,
Yeah.
Battlefield Bad Company, was
Wouldn't
amazing.
that be all on DICE though? Because they're the ones who made Battlefield.
EA could
Well,
push
yeah.
DICE to make this shit.
Yeah, DICE is the developer, but they have to get money for somewhere.
There is absolutely no reason for us not to have this game. I don't know why it's taking so long. I don't know why they haven't made it.
I'll tell you what takes so long. Star Wars, dude. When
Yeah.
they got the license to do Star Wars games, they were like, "Yep, this
I
is what we're
want
doing."
Battlefront. I crave with my soul
And
Battlefront
who knows
2.
whatever
Yes, don't get me
Battlefront
wrong.
we're getting next. So
But I think if don't do Battlefield World War II or whatever the hell you think you want to do now,
I don't,
go
Oh, for
straight
the next
to
one?
yeah
Okay,
for the
yeah.
next one. Just go straight to that. Well, man, dude, you could. There's so much greatness on that series.
Would you be satisfied with a Battlefield 2 remaster? Can I interest you in a Battlefield 2 remaster?
Can I interest you in some of my wares? Nah.
He's like, no. Fuck
That
that
company has to happen. Thank you and good night.
shit. Miss Shadow. Do you have any other ones?
I think the only one I can think of is Def Jam.
Oh,
since we're getting
Def
old-
Are you
Jam.
kidding me? Def Jam Vendetta?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you talking about
Def
Def Jam, the fighting game with the
Like-
rappers?
No, she means the actual music. The music needs to come back.
Yes, Def Jam. Mostly because
Def
we've been
Jam.
having all these fighting
Fighting
games,
games.
just bringing it to the mix.
So that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. It's the fighting game with the Def Jam.
Yes.
That's my guy right here. Yes.
Yes.
That is Method Man. You're Method fighting.
And
fucking
please,
Method Man.
please don't put any new rappers.
No, fuck
no.
that. Don't
All
put
the old
freaking-
ones.
No. Don't be putting fucking, what's his, what's the name? Panda.
Flavor Flav.
Panda. What's his name?
I have no idea who
Stupid
that
asshole. Yeah.
No, don't bring any
No new
new rappers. Just all
Actually,
the old ones.
Those are the cannon fodders that you kill in the beginning. You just destroy them. Yeah.
Like
Kill the
just
stupid.
Actually,
a bundle of the games.
You just
There you go.
You just gave a perfect idea for the story of the
story.
game.
Yeah. Rap is dying.
Rap
because
is dying. we need the classic guys to come back
No,
and
no.
save the day.
We have
Save us from Pitbull and Daddy Yankee, please.
no. We got
Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre.
Help
we
us.
have
You're my only hope.
we got Flavor Flav's Big.
Oh my God! This is it.
With a
This,
big
you have
coming
leveled
in,
up.
swinging
My
in.
mic just went dead. One of my ears. I can't hear it this
Yeah,
time.
mine too.
Shit.
Oh man.
All right, so I
Thanks.
broke something. We better
Something,
wrap up.
yes.
because
Yes.
we
We're gonna
broke
have to
something.
wrap
I
up here.
hope you didn't break my
I don't know
headset.
what I
If you
broke,
do, I'm
but
gonna slap
if
you.
you guys are listening to us from the Less channel, I take full responsibility.
So it's recording on both channels, so it's
Okay,
okay.
good,
We're
good.
just I think we just went deaf in one ear, all three of us.
Yes. I hope you didn't break my
my fault
headset.
also.
If you
I
do,
think-
you owe me a new one.
Oh man. So that brings us to the end of the real episode 62.
I got something to say.
Oh.
Two things. Sorry. What was it? For if you guys play Warframe, Twitch Prime, they're having their until July 26th. They're giving a free Frost Prime.
Free Frost Prime? Mm-hmm. Is that
Warframe.
the Warframe suit?
Yes, it's a Warframe.
Oh, okay.
And
Cool.
I guess since we were talking about Mass Effect, Xbox is having Mass Effect Andromeda 50% off. If you guys ever want to go into that, that's up to you. And that's it.
All right.
I really
Well,
hope you didn't break my headset.
no, it probably just need a reset. So yeah, so that's the end of the real episode 62 of GG's the Mouthful podcast. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. If you're listening to us on iTunes or Google Play or any of those services, please tell your friends about the podcast. Go to goodgame.tech and join the conversation there. We'd love to have you. It's a great group, constantly doing stuff. We're planning something soon for September, another quick meetup. Also want to do a hit and run over to Mr. Gilberto's area.
Oh,
And,
yes. I didn't know about this.
Yeah, I
Wait,
mentioned it
are we
before.
bringing everybody?
Well, it's a hit
Yeah,
and
the
run.
whole thing. The whole
Everybody.
group.
All right, we'll just
Whoever wants to, yeah.
Just go up unannounced.
Una parranda.
Yeah, there you go. And so we have that planned therefore. But yes, once again, go to goodgame.tech. Definitely, if you're listening to this on iTunes, please leave us a review. Leave your comments. We'd love to hear them. This is Arnaldo, a.k.a. Mad Dog, signing off for this week. Mr. Dreamy Twister. Do you have anything else for us?
Does anybody know where I can buy a new mixer? I think I broke this one.
It's okay. We'll get a new one. Miss
Oh man.
Shadow. Anything else for us? Take us
Well,
home.
I already did say.
Oh, okay. She's got it there.
Sadly, I should have waited. But oh well.
No worries.
It's A-okay.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
GG!